schedule, but we've hit mid-April. We've hit the final non-conference game of the season as we get a look at a face-off matchup to watch. Sandoval won it cleanly. He got lit up, but then Jake Stevens there to collect it off the carpet. And the Princeton Tigers turn it in, so right off the bat, it could back up top through an inverted Alex Slusher. Here's Sam English. Has it taken away. Another caused turnover by a Boston University team that does that as well as anyone in the country. BU leads Division I lacrosse at a...
It's an embarrassment of riches.
37 points in 10 games. There's another stick-side high save by Peters. Looks like he's seeing the ball pretty well today.
And here comes a little bit of maybe a 9.5 or 10-man ride out of BU. Princeton's looking to get up and out early, and there's a shot on goal by Crimmins.
Goal is wide open. Crimmins buries it a step behind the midfield line to open the scoring. Princeton opportunistic at the midway point of the first quarter with the senior. Talked about that tough 9 or 10-man ride. Crimmins letting it fly, and the Tigers have an early 1-0 lead over BU. Face-off violation against Sandoval for Princeton, so BU will get another possession, still looking for their first goal of the day. 3 shots, 2 early saves by the senior, Eric Peters, and BU's on the board. Turning the corner, Christian Quadrino, the sophomore, with his 13th.
Yeah, just a nice strong take to the right hand from Quadrino.
5th in the Ivy League, 44th in the nation.
Good stick there.
Intercepted by the Tigers. Luca Lazaretto, we talked about a couple of those polls, didn't mention Lazaretto. Here's George Bond in transition. We saw a lot of that Tuesday night in the...
2 really good long possessions on offense and to really make yourself feel comfortable.
4 turnovers already for Princeton. They set up Vardaro, and he gives the Tigers the lead back. We talked about his prowess as an outside shooter, and he stepped into one there. Kind of looked like what you used to do here from the midfield.
Right on cue. And as you can see there, Chris Brown using his big body, big frame, big lefty, coming over the top of the midfield, drawing his defender in, and Alex Vard high level, which makes it even easier when you're going through clears, when you're trying to, get the ball up and out quickly. As you can see right here is Bo Pedersen.
Goal is wide open. How about that from Matt Garber?
I don't think I've been catching a ride off.
Shot and a goal. That's not the personnel package, as you just mentioned. Princeton wanted out there. They're able to take advantage. That's Donnie Howard, the short stick defensive midfielder, with the first goal of his season. And we're tied up at 2 here early in the second quarter.
And it looked like Alex Vardaro just got caught kind of in between there. He thought his man was going to, run off the field and he was going to get a defensive midfielder sub on, but...
Top of the formation, Bogger. Right on the doorstep. Beautifully handled by Matt Hilburn. He puts it past for his 5th, and BU is up on top 3-2. Right as the penalty to Finley expired.
Yeah, it looked like Bo Pedersen was in the right position there. Just an amazing handle there on the crease. And
spun him around.
And what a finish.
Haven't seen a lot of Alex Slusher involved in the offense. Here's number 5 trying to get some separation.
You have Chris Brown with the short stick here for an early slide out of BU.
Brown against Jama, their top defensive midfielder. Vardaro lost it but regains. Chris Brown thought about stepping into it, instead works it to Mackesy. Now up top, Ronda with the fist pump to tie us at 3.
Yeah, and that's what Princeton's going to have to do if they want to, pull away in this game. Is they're going to have to take nice, long, patient offensive possessions there. You see Chris Brown passing up a good shot for a better shot from Ronda.
It's amazing how little space he needs to operate.
Yeah.
Clock in 2019, it used to just be if the officials at the end of the game wanted a shot clock, you got a shot clock. They added the 82nd now on a reset possession. It resets to 60. Beautifully trail checked away. George Bond comes away with the ground ball for the middle of the action today. 2 ground balls and a caused turnover. Chris Brown got it somehow through that forest of sticks. And Alex Slusher's on the board, and the Princeton Tigers have a 4-3 lead. Slusher, the junior, that's his 32nd goal of the season, point number 38. And the Tigers are back on top. Chris Brown to Alex Slusher. Didn't like any of the opportunities. He took it himself with the fist pump. 50 seconds to go on the shot clock. That doesn't matter. 20 on the game clock. Pass gets through to Eric Peters. Princeton with 10 seconds to go in transition. Ben Finley up ahead to Alex Slusher. Has a step on his man. Here comes Slusher, and he beats him. With 2.1 seconds left, a transition goal. I don't care if it's one of the best poles in the country. You're not going to win too many one-on-one matchups in the open field against Slusher.
No, and what was impressive there was, that's a play that for someone that hasn't played that many games in their career, right? Only 15 games played for Alex Slusher. That's a play.
On the restart, here's Perfetto, turns the corner, hits the pipe, rebound, put back, and a goal by Timmy Lay. Right place at the right time to make it a 1-goal contest here in the third. They've got the second midfield out there, Corcoran, Niederinghaus, and Matt Bogger. Here's Niederinghaus, the bouncer, uses the turf and ties it at 5. He had 300 points in his high school career. He has got his 4th goal here in his junior season. The St. Louis native makes it a 5-5 contest.
That's just a very strong take to the right hand. Will not.
Princeton goes man up for the first time today. The Tigers 12 for 25 this season with the extra man. Tops in the Ivy League, 11th in the nation. Mackesy, the left-hander, burns the top corner. 6-5 Tigers. Man-up goal for the Tigers on their first extra man opportunity.
A little bit of a risky pass there from Chris Brown. He's had a couple of those picked off today, but just great vision through the offense, and then, those are the shots that you dream about if you're Colter Mackesy. 10 yards, step down, everything that you've done in your backyard since you were 10. A senior, maybe not the best day, have a couple turnovers, but not giving up on the play and going and riding the ball back is something that coaches will definitely be.
Did he just teleport? He was down around the crease, and then all of a sudden he's up by the midfield logo.
Yep.
6-5 Tigers. It's been within 2 goals the entire way as a flag comes in behind the play. On the doorstep, tic-tac-toe to Jake Stevens from a tumbling Chris Brown. With the flag down on the field, and the Tigers stretch the lead back to 2. The goal wipes the flag away, and the Tigers with a 7-5 advantage. Box lacrosse background.
Again, just a nice hard dodge from Chris Brown and Jake Stevens, just cutting behind the defense. In your stick, out of your stick, in the goal. But again, I think that's just a
win at Dartmouth. 16 different goal scorers for Andy Shea's Bulldogs. Low shot, save made by Peters, and then he is able to clamp down. Save number 6 for the senior from Colorado.
BU in the 10-man again.
Eric Peters going for it, not quite enough behind that to sneak it past Carson. Slusher on the ride. Here's Crimmins, has a trail checked away to Garber. Kind of surprised BU didn't just use a timeout there. Terriers in transition behind his man, and finally Vince D'Alto's on the board. The goal is good. 7-6, BU cuts it to 1.
Chaotic sequence there. As I said, the 10-man ride just, creates a lot of chaos. And then a really nice subtle twister there on the finish from Vince.
Finley's been so good, number 10 for Princeton, on up there to meet him.
Yeah, and if you're BU, that's not the shot you want on an extra man opportunity. You want to get something that's a little bit cleaner as opposed to diving in through the crease.
Lay through Quadrino, long-range shot from D'Alto, save long carom. Luke Crimmins and the Tigers, man down, have a 4-on-3 the other way. Penalty expires. On the doorstep, Sam English tiptoes around the crease. What a turn of events. It looked like BU had the equalizer. It was wiped off. They still go man up. They turn it over, and the Tigers score in transition.
Yeah, so a nice run out by Luke Crimmins here, pushing the pace. And a little bit of an unsettled play there. Princeton didn't really have any numbers, but a nice look from Chris Brown to Sammy English on the pipe and a nice finish.
4 is there. 8 seconds left on the Princeton man up. Over the defense, Mackesy gives the Tigers their first 3-goal lead of the day. Princeton 2 for 2 man up this afternoon.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Another great look through the defense from Chris Brown coming up from X, and another great step-down shot from...
Work it into the box around Crimmins, sticked aside by Peters. Friendly bounce right to Perfetto. Works it above goal line, extended, being lashed at by George Bond. BU has played the bulk of this one without maybe their top offensive midfielder, Jake Cates, who went down with a knee injury on the game's first possession. Nice cheer for the Princeton defense. Shot and a low save and a clean save by Eric Peters. Then quickly in and out of his stick.
You got to be careful here at the box, but Crimmins glides in.
Crimmins with the clear, a 3-goal Princeton lead with 11.5 minutes to play. 10 saves today for Eric Peters.
What was great about that last Princeton defensive possession, which I think is something new in the last couple of years, is you're seeing a lot of defenders now actively looking to take the ball away. It's a great shot from Bo Pedersen.
Speaking of defenders, Pedersen takes advantage, cuts right across the top of the box, and gives Princeton a 4-goal edge.
Looks like we have the second line in for Princeton here with Jamie Atkinson, Tommy Barnes.
Jake Stevens. Jake Stevens.
Another assist for Chris Brown.
Jake Stevens. 6 assists for Chris Brown. That's far and away a new career high. Jake Stevens with his 2nd goal of the day, and the Tigers rolling. It's a 5-goal advantage. Clock. Alex Slusher against a short stick, bumped down below goal line, extended. Now Chris Brown, cutter out in front, and the goal for Mackesy. Give him the hat trick. Beautiful possession by Princeton, using almost the entire shot clock.
Yeah, just some, again,
assistant number 6, Chris Brown.
Nice simple offense here. Chris Brown looks like he's going to take his defender to the cage and draws the eyes to the defense and just dumps it inside to Coulter Mackesy for another goal.
Mark in the 3rd quarter by Vince D'Alto, and that made it a 1-goal game. It was 7-6 Princeton at the time. Since then, 5 in a row by the Tigers. Under 5 minutes to go. It's been about 13 minutes since BU has scored. Shot, tough angle, sticked aside by Peters, save number 14. Finley battling for possession. Instead, it's BU in an unsettled situation here. Vince D'Alto around the top side, somehow blows it past Peters. So that snaps that scoring drought, snaps the string of 5 in a row by the Tigers as D'Alto has his 2nd.
Yeah, and that's a big goal for BU here. 4:30 left, down 5. Still a reachable game, especially with their face-off performance historically through the season at 60%. So, chip away at the lead, goal here, win a face-off, improve your at-large resume. Makes it tough.
Final score, Tigers.
12 straight wins here on their home turf at Sherrod Field for Matt Madelon's Princeton Tigers. They are 8-2 on the season as they get another win over a ranked team. Princeton 12, Boston.